Hey guys, welcome back. So today I got some stuff to do and I want to get some decluttering done and just kind of like picking up. And then I also wanted to do like a little chat about some goals and like how I wish I could be. I don't know if that comes off right, but like I feel like it's always like each year you have all these big ideas for yourself, and I'm trying to like find that happy medium between all the goals that I have and different habits that I want to implement into my life and what's actually like realistic. So I guess kind of like let's declutter a little bit and then also kind of just chat about forming new habits and maybe New Year's resolutions, stuff like that. And then let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about this. So I just wanted to keep it super casual today, and I'll just kind of take you along and we'll chat about it. Let me move this out of the way. I got my typical box that I'm gonna use for like donating, and then I'm gonna have like donating, trash, selling. The stuff that I've been trying to sell more are like maybe like decorations, you know, stuff like that. But for the most part, I just like, if it's a kid's toys or stuff like that, I just donate it, see if anyone wants it. A lot of times like my son's daycare will take stuff, which is awesome. So what do we got over here? Christmas is over. I feel so bad, but like if you get the way I get, just take a picture, then you'll have that memory forever. And so those have to go. So in the garbage they went, but now look. So these are my little marble placeholders, or coasters rather. My camera keeps focusing in and out, and look, the oils from the gingerbread stain them. So that stinks. Gotta get a big garbage bag. Put stuff in, because apparently people like to just tuck random stuff under the furniture. So while I'm doing that, I just want to chat with you about a couple of things that I want to implement into my life. So I've been having the hardest time with keeping an exercise schedule. Like I know it's something that's going to make me feel so much better each day, and you know, you feel so good after you do it, and then you're like more motivated to do it the next day. I'm not talking about like even going to the gym or anything. I'm talking about like 30 minutes on like a YouTube video, or, you know, on the treadmill, whatever you want to do at home, or, you know, something like that. But I've just had the hardest time making it a priority, like consistently. Because I feel like when you have kids, and then I have a full-time job, so I'm working, it's like I feel like I have all of these different things pulling at me that are also telling me you have to get this done, you got to do this, you got to do that. But it's only 30 minutes, and like in the morning, I just feel like I am so overwhelmed that it's like when I am exercising, I'm thinking about like everything else that I need to get done, and then it stresses me out even more. I'm trying to find a good balance between exercising and just everything. I printed out some like planning sheets for the week and not the month, because I am a big planner person. You guys know if you've been watching my channel, like I am very organized and very strategic. But I feel like if you're too organized and too strategic, then you kind of get in that mindset of, I didn't get this done and now that, and it's like, all right, you're done for the day. It kind of ruins your day. At least that's how I get it. It's like that perfectionist thing. So I'm just kind of trying to find that balance of getting done what I need to get done without like marking on my calendar like so precisely like when it gets done and what day and how it gets done. I don't know if that makes sense. So I definitely want to change my way of thinking, and it's just going to take time. So I'm working on like a couple of things. So if you got any self-help books or anything, drop them down below. Especially with habits, it's nice once you form a habit, it's like you don't even have to think about it. So I feel like once I kind of develop those habits and those new ways of doing things, it'll be less stressful. And I won't have to think about it. It'll just be like second nature. You know, this is how I do it and that kind of thing. So that's where I'm at with that. So in one breath, I say that. And then in the next breath, people put things in the wrong cabinet. Anyone else? It's like, let's just throw everything in here. It doesn't go in here. I love this thing. If you don't have one of these, you need one, because like literally I use it for everything. I'll bring it out in my car and like quickly vacuum out the car seat and the back and just everywhere. It's just so easy, so convenient. And let me tell you, this thing holds a charge. See, like sweetener packets, right? Everything's labeled and we just toss it in a cabinet. Anybody else? So anyway, I downloaded this app. It's called Most Days. I'll put it up on the screen. I think that's what it's called. And it's really great. So basically you pick like a bunch of different categories in your life that you would like to work on or improve. And I mean, all different types of categories, from like relationships to mental health, to like exercising and wellness and mindfulness, anything you could think of. And then within those categories, you can pick habits, and basically they'll put together like a little program for you so that every day or most days you can kind of go in and track your progress and see how you're doing with like creating little habits to help you be a better version of yourself or whatever you're trying to work on for self-improvement. So I've just started that like a week ago, and so far it's been good because like little reminders will come up on your phone, stuff like that. You hear that bird going crazy in the background? Do you hear that? Like, it makes me happy because I feel like it's spring, but it's not spring. It's freezing here. I'm in Jersey and it's freezing. So anyway, I figured I'd mention it because it's been really helpful for me. And I like that it's called Most Days and there's like a percentage. So even if you're improving a little bit, it shows you you're making good progress. So let's take a walk. One thing that I do, and I will probably always do, is whenever I get overwhelmed, is to either just like stop what I'm doing, or it's because there's too much clutter around me. And it's like a proven fact, like if there's too much going around you, like in your physical environment, I guess depending on the type of person you are, it can and it will affect like your mental health. And for me, that's definitely true. I'm in my pantry right now. No one's going to eat this. There's just stuff in here that we got that no one's gonna eat it, and it'll just sit there for like a year. It was like a gift or something, or it's like a holiday seasonal thing. Like another thing in my pantry, empty boxes. There's just so many empty boxes. Kids take snacks or whatever they need and they just leave the boxes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. Everything else looks pretty good. You know, I don't want this video to come off like whiny. I'm just trying to incorporate some more like real life talk, real life stuff with you, because I feel like a lot of stuff on YouTube and what you see and, you know, what people allow you to see is it's all smoke and mirrors. It's what they want you to see. So I think it's a good reminder to share your real life and how it is so that you're more relatable and that you're going through the same struggles and the same, you know, types of things that other people are. And then just like a bunch of toys that are not in the right, like that are on my kitchen counter. What is this, Magic Mixies or what? No, not Magic Mixies. The Flying Fairy. Magic Mixies, first of all, like sold out if you didn't get that thing quick. And then people were selling it on eBay and stuff for like an absurd amount of money. Then things like $100 to begin with, I want to say. Like, I don't know, not worth it to me, but whatever. Let me know down below in the comments if you want to see a closet declutter, because I need to do one soon and like go through everything. And I'll probably sell a bunch of stuff on like Poshmark or Mercari. Some stuff just like doesn't fit me anymore. It's just not my style. Let me know if you guys like those types of videos. And then probably coming up here too, I'll do like a cleaning, like a reorganization of my kids' playroom. Here, I'll show you. It's like a little messy, but hold on. I mean, it's not that messy, but just a lot of stuff, like a lot of girl toys, like baby toys. Obviously, my daughter's much older now. There's a lot of my son's stuff, like trucks and his dinosaurs and all that stuff that I need to fit in here. And then it's just too much stuff. It's just overwhelming. And in the closet, there's just stuff that she doesn't play with anymore. So I'll probably end up donating it, but a lot of stuff she's not ready to get rid of yet, which is fine. But a lot of this stuff I kind of have to do when she's not here. So like, I know like these bracelet kits, she hasn't even touched in years. So what I would like to do is maybe undo it and then like donate it to a kid who would actually play with it. So I'll probably do that because there's just way too much stuff in here. So just let me know down below if you guys are still interested in the decluttering and organizing videos. I don't want to just keep showing you the same thing over and over if you're not really into it. I'd rather make videos that you guys like and enjoy. So just put a couple things in here that I know she's just not playing with anymore, and that she said like she doesn't use it, to just donate it. And while I have you here, I want to get your opinion on a paint color. The color on my walls is like linen white. Here, let me turn the camera around. So I don't know if you can tell, but it's like a very yellowy tone. Let me go in like different lighting because I feel like in some lighting it doesn't look as yellow, but it truly is. It's more yellow than what it's pulling on camera. It's called linen white. And I need to paint because this was just like sprayed on and it's like flat. It's what you would paint the ceiling. It doesn't have any type of sheen at all. So like when it gets stained, it's not as easy to just wipe off. I've looked at this shade. It's called Dove White. And I just feel like it is more neutral and it's not as like warm toned as what's on the wall. And again, like this doesn't look very yellow, but if you like look up there, you can see it's such a big difference. I know it's so silly, but let me know your opinion. What do you think? Because this is gonna be the paint color on the whole house. See, it's like all up there. It's too yellowy. It's pulling too yellow for me. I wanna do like an eggshell finish. I think that's what it's called. So let me know your thoughts. Hidden behind cabinet number 1, Happy Meal toys. Like, what is going on? Does anybody else just like shove stuff in random places in their house? It's so random. I think that's everything. I had to turn the camera off because you guys don't even want to know what I found in my refrigerator. Disgusting. It's just crazy because I feel like I just went through the fridge and like decluttered everything, like anything that was expired or old, especially like old leftovers that get really moldy and gross. It's like crazy how quick time goes by. I don't know. Do you find that you have an easy time like keeping up with your house and decluttering and not letting things pile up? Or do you feel like it's kind of hard for you? I feel like some days I'm like real good and I'll get so much done. And then other days it's like, I don't even know where to start, or I don't even care. But like if I were to do it at somebody else's house, it would be like boom, boom, boom. I guess because you don't like have that emotional attachment to it. I think you guys probably know what I mean, right? Like it's easier to declutter and clean someone else's stuff than it is your own. Like way too many like Christmas platters and just like random stuff laying around that wasn't even mine. I don't even know how I got it, but I don't need it. It's just taking up way too much space. So it's gotta go. Like kid shoes that she hasn't touched. I guess they don't fit her anymore, but I'm just gonna donate them because they're not in the worst shape, but they're not in the greatest shape. And I think someone could still get some great use out of them. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to, I guess, put my playlist on the screen for like all my decluttering videos. So if you want something that's like more detailed, more directional, like a big motivational declutter series, I have that. I've done literally like every room, closet in my house, in my old house. So I'll put that up there. I have to go. I hope you guys like this kind of casual chat and discussion. And yeah, so I will see you guys back next week. Bye.